All right, guys. So we're gonna get into let's just go to our first topic. I was gonna ask you about the weekend, but I know what you guys did on this weekend because I was
ran a 5K.
Yeah. So first topic. Democratic primary candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. had an assassination scare a few days ago in California while at his Hispanic heritage speech at Wilshire Ebel Theater. The individual was impersonating a federal marshal and was armed with 2 guns and ammunition, all visible, and was arrested and later identified as 44-year-old Adrian Paul Espuro. And the incident took place, what are the odds? 2 miles away from where his father was assassinated at the Ambassador Hotel, which closed, which shut down.
Crazy.
Yeah, which shuts down, and I think in 89. But RFK stated, and I quote, "I'm still entertaining a hope that President Biden will allow me Secret Service protection. I'm the first presidential candidate in history to whom the White House has denied a request for protection." End quote. Like Brandon, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, so there's this book called CIA Rogues and the Killing of Kennedy. It's written by Robert Lee, the guy who won the OJ case, world-renowned investigator. And it talks about how Project MK Ultra was likely used to kill RFK and JFK.
Meaning, unpack that.
Yeah. So MK Ultra was a mind-altering experiment the CIA tampered with for years, and they figure out how to mind control people, literally mind control people, just by giving them certain hallucinogens and kind of hypnosis, like high-level hypnosis, and it's deeply effective.
Which they've obviously practiced and perfected all this time.
Yeah.
So basically what you're saying is they told whoever the killers were, they do this shit, they put stuff in them or whatever, and they're just murderers.
Yeah,
they're
99% chance that it was used for those things and for this one too.
And I don't know if you guys have, I think I talked about this in the office. Kelly, were you there? I think you were there. There's a documentary on Vice called, it's scopolamine, devil's breath.
Yep.
It's Colombian. It comes from a plant. You break it up. It's white. If you go and you blow it in somebody's face, Brady, they're acting like this, but they have no free will. They are your slave. So if you say, hey, go kill this person, they go and do it, and then when they come to, they don't know what the hell is going on.
Where do I get this?
It's in Colombia. You got to be careful.
That's
but
fine.
the documentary is crazy because this girl is like, I brought all these randoms to my house, and the next they took all my furniture, my money, and I helped them move. And when I asked my door guy, why did you let me do that? The door guy's like, you told me that it was okay. No recollection. So I don't see, dude, easily could have somebody going.
That's some James Bond shit right there.
Yeah. And by the way, speaking of, can this family, the fact that Biden's administration is saying we're not going to give you protection, the guy's father was murdered. His uncle was murdered, and now we found out that the CIA was involved, which I'm shocked. How is there no, treason? These people should be murdered. They should be
hung from the
Yes. I agree 100%. Find out who the hell was involved if they're still alive. But all that happens, and now this is happening. And somebody that I know that's a liberal was like, how do you know he didn't want to? I go, what? Take a photo with him? He was armed to the teeth. What the hell do you think his mission was?
Well, they're also saying that he's whoever was trying to kill RFK Jr. was basically a Fed. That's what they said.
Did you
he
see
looked
the
like
guy?
a Fed. He smelled like a Fed. Everything.
But he got caught.
But also they didn't take his badge. They didn't take his gun.
Is that crazy?
None of it.
You're right,
None
Brady.
of it.
When you arrest somebody, this is speaking from a
your
guy
badge
who's
and gun
you
with
gotta
you?
take everything off of him. He still had his gun and everything on him, bro.
Weird.
Nothing is as it seems, bro. It's insane. And Kelly has a video. I finally found it, bro.
Yep.
This is a video from the day that JFK was assassinated. His motorcade is leaving. There's one. Normally there should be a team of Secret Service running because he doesn't have the top of the car up. So if anybody shoots, they get hit first. I mean, it's a crazy job. It is what it is. You're going to see one Secret Service guy running, and apparently he didn't get the memo because the other guys are like, get the hell away from it. Let him go. And then he goes, what are you talking about? Kelly, show it. Look how trippy this is. I don't know if you've ever seen this. Look.
Everything seemed normal as the president's Secret Service bodyguards kept their ever-watchful eyes on the crowd.
And here it goes. He has no idea he's about to get shot.
Well,
Look, everybody else knows. Look.
Everything seemed normal as the president's motorcade began its journey.
And look at this one guy. See the one guy? Check this out. Look at this one guy.
Oh,
it should have 10 people.
Seemed normal.
Watch this.
That is, up until this instant.
Look, hey you.
What took place?
Get away.
So
and he's like,
odd,
what?
Going to examine
Look
the
at
scene
that.
4 more
He didn't know.
times.
Dude. And then Kennedy's going to get shot. That's it. Kelly, is that crazy?
That's terrifying,
Kelly,
dude.
I love that.
Insane.
Kelly, remember I was looking for this for a year.
I've never seen that ever in my life.
Yeah, Kelly, watch this, my love.
Secret Service follow-up car.
It's a follow-up car.
In his hand.
Look.
What he is doing
so
is calling
weird.
away the president's two most important bodyguards.
Two bodyguards.
The bodyguards whose job was to protect the president's back by riding on the bumper of the limousine to
What?
the motorcade.
And Kelly, he's not in on it. He's like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, they're
And
like,
then look at him going to his death, Kelly.
why aren't
Oh,
you
Kelly,
around
you can stop
him?
it. Kelly.
That guy
Whoa.
that walked away from the car
Yeah.
has to be so sick.
Oh my.
With
Or
guilt.
maybe
Kelly,
he was
he-
in on it.
Kelly got it.
He
You've never seen that before.
no.
So
I
you re-
had no idea.
So you realize that they're calling off a guy that's supposed to run with another guy just to watch his back where these bullets were going to be coming from.
Do we know what happened to those two guys?
No.
Like they killed themselves. they're like, I failed. I can't believe I listened to you. How do they not go after the other guys?
Oh.
How do they
Sleep at
live
night.
with that?
Isn't that a great question?
Look at what
Do you
they
know if
were
they
up against.
That is a good
questioned any of
question.
them?
What's up?
Do you know if they questioned any of them? I
Probably not.
wonder.
Chrissy, the
They probably
fact
disappeared.
The fact that Brandon, what's the Warren report?
A bunch of bullshit.
Because
It is.
Dulles was, he
Dulles hated the Kennedys. Kennedy fired Dulles, and that's why they hated him.
Yep.
So there's a book, George Washington Sr. He wrote, "I'll never forgive the Kennedys for what they did because they fired his mentor, Allen Dulles."
and he was in charge
Wow.
of putting
Yeah.
together the commission,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and then they named the airport after him.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta
Right,
give him the
like, oh,
airport.
sorry, we'll give you
All is
that.
forgiven.
But isn't that insane that you're live and they have this footage that you're getting called off the Secret Service, basically saying, and bro, like I got chills as the car is leaving. He has zero clue that everybody around him has set him up to kill him.
But wouldn't JFK be looking around being like, "Where's my guys at?"
Well, no, but dude, in that moment,
that
I mean, you
moment.
would think, but in that moment, you're
Yeah.
in waving, I'm in presidential mode. Sometimes, I mean, maybe he slipped up, because he saw them initially, but then they got called off. That is insane, bro.
He had his guard down to a crazy degree, though.
Big time. He had his guard down, and then obviously,
Well, he thought he was untouchable, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess it made things easier. Like he was making some power moves and he was bringing people together, right? And he was making some huge moves with Cuba and everything. Like he was just going against the establishment, if you want to call it, and they nixed him because it was easy, right? So maybe they're doing the same thing with RFK, where yes,
100%.
he's a Democratic candidate, but like you have Republicans who are also, having a look at him and seeing him as like a possibility if he were to be in the Democratic
Yep. But isn't
as
it
the nomination. So it's easier, I would think, the radical Democrats or the ones that are in power now, how much easier would it be if someone just
disappear?
took him out, then he's no longer a problem, no longer
Yeah.
a threat.
What do you say, Brady?
I was going to say, the reason why they're going after RFK Jr., I'm sure you already know this, but he's calling out Pfizer. He's calling out Moderna. He's calling out all these drug companies. And basically, they're like, nope,
Yeah.
can't have it, can't have it, can't have it.
No.
And
Like-
seriously, the real Anthony Fauci, I read the book. It's incredible. It's very emotional, but he spits facts. He brings doctors. He has so many resources within that isn't just his opinion. It's literally doctors who are silenced. That book literally is like, buy it in person. We were talking about books and how you shouldn't buy them online. Buy them hard copy because it's so easy to change things without people realizing. Buy that book hard copy. Everything that you need to know about Fauci and the corruption that was Pfizer and the vaccine, and not only that, the AIDS epidemic back when Fauci was power.
Yeah.
What is it, the 80s and 90s?
Yeah.
All of that's in there, and RFK was the one who brought it out. So that's a problem.
And it's like, don't try to tell me this is just a random occurrence. The guy was in federal, like he looked like a U.S. Marshal, and he's trying to get close to this guy, and it's like, oh, bro, I would pay personally for the most secure. Like, bro, he's a target for
Yeah,
them, and you nailed it, bro.
definitely.
People don't realize. Brandon said he saw the movie that I told him to watch. Michael Clayton, Kelly. If you haven't watched this, we're watching this together. It's
What's it
Michael
called?
Clayton works. He's a lawyer. He's like a what's it called? A bag man. He's like a
Like a
he's like
fixer.
a cleaner for a huge law firm, and like a Pfizer poisoned a bunch of people with their
Monsanto.
Monsantos. And bro, that company has hitmen that go after people that are opening their mouths. I believe it
course.
100%.
100%.
You have to.
You have, but Brandon, you have to. You're worth Bro, it's trillions of dollars. And now look, they're shamelessly pumping out, there's a new vaccine coming out. And it's a business.
Yeah.
If this was a regular drug dealer on the street and somebody was opening their mouth about how bad the drug is killing people, they would kill him before he even had a chance.
Yeah.
So why? Because it's in the political game, it changes? No, it's real. And I'm happy you said that, Brady, because it leads into my next thing.